Hello everyone, and in this my recap I'll be showing you a couple of my games. Now in this particular game I went for e4 and he went for a pierce defense, and soon it turned into a rat defense. And in this game, and I considered taking, but I didn't see any logic, any advantage there, and I really hoped that my opponent captures this pawn so I can capture back with the knight and get the bishop pair. In the long run, you'll see that the bishop pair is a necessity to have an advantage in this position. Now, as I said, he lacked the ability to come up with sensible moves as he went to and fro, and just right here, the engine suggested that instead of me playing bishop e3, I should play a4, which I didn't see the logic. So I went ahead and played bishop e3, and I noticed that he wanted to attack me, but I didn't really see how. Instead of taking chances, the best idea is to trade as many of his pieces as I can, as his king is still not castled and I can exploit it in the long run. So we traded, and really I didn't know why he didn't take this bishop, because his bishop is just dormant, and this is, I can say that this is my most powerful piece in this position, and he didn't trade it off. I think he was thinking of an idea that I can't fathom. Now in this position, the engine suggested that I go knight to e2, and after he takes, I should take back, and I really don't see my advantage. So I played rook to c1, thinking of a variation that if he takes my bishop, I take back.
And if in this position he long castles, this gives room for white to play knight to b5, and this is not looking good for black as engine gives a +5 advantage.
Going back, he played this and I had to capture, and after this series of moves, I noticed that if black doesn't get an attack on my king, my position is better, as his king is unsafe and I can easily exploit it. Now he played this hoping to double up in the long run, and after the series of moves, he gave me a free pawn, and he made another inaccuracy, and I slowly started building up my advantage. As I jumped in with my knight and getting more activity, he gave me a free pawn, and all I can see here is that he broke under pressure, as there was no need to push the pawn. I noticed that I don't really have to take back, as taking back gives him a lot of activity. I could just push the pawn and trade off pieces with a check on to his king. So after he took, I pushed the pawn, and let me say he had a brain freeze. He made no sensible move, and after I took with a check. Now, the engine suggested that I go here, but I didn't see this doing a game, and rather I went for the easier rook to e1, and he saw it and played his rook to c7. Then I went over to d4 to capture the pawn on a7 with a check and possibly mate him, because if he does nothing in this position, this is mate in 10 and I can easily find that. So he moved up and he just gave me a free queen, but really I don't have to take the queen as there's mate in 3, and it happens after rook to d1, and after this and this, black king is getting mated.
Please like and subscribe. This is the puzzle for the day. It is white to play. Can you find the winning sequence?